Here's the FPV update. I've been really working on this Bixler, getting it ready to get out in the air and everything. And it's just about done. It's got to balance it a little bit. It's a little nose heavy on the fuselage, so I just got to move it, maybe move some stuff just a tad bit to the back where I can balance it. It's just about balanced though. Just going to show you just how everything is set up on here. I'll start with the back. Got the Dragon Link antenna mounted on the back tail feathers back here, with the ground part of the antenna facing down and the vertical part facing up. Coming down, I got the GPS antenna right here mounted, facing up, so that's picking up the signal from the satellites. 5.8 gigahertz transmitter, 200 milliwatts. This is a cloverleaf antenna right here on top. And coming down to the front, built the whole, this is the pan tilt mount for the camera right here. Actually got two cameras on this plane. First one, this is a specs right. The security camera that's on the front is from securitycamera2000.com. A lot of guys will use it. It's a CCD Sony imager, and it's a 600 TV lines of resolution. And you can see back here, I used some balsa. There's some balsa wood. I just cut everything. There's a custom mount, and on top of that, I made a balsa mount back here. This is for the spacing for the cables come out the back. And I also mounted a flat piece of balsa, and this holds the Mobius action cam. This is the 1080p wide angle lens Mobius action cam. So this camera will be on just to record the footage from the plane, where you get that high resolution, where you can play it back all nice and neat and everything. And this camera gives you your downlink video overlaying your OSD information. This camera right here will be recorded on the DVR that I have on my ground station. You can see the camera mount is panned. You can pan the camera and you can tilt the camera as you're flying, and that's how you can see where you're going and just a full look around of everything. And right here in the front is my airspeed sensor tube right here that goes all the way back to the Tornado OSD that's in here that controls all that. It's a lost model alarm right here. If you crash in a big field, you know, it's a lot of big debris or shrubbery where you can't find the plane, you can't see anything, that starts sounding and beeping. And inside the plane, it's a whole lot of stuff inside here. Let me take this off real quick and show you. Whole lot of electronics going on inside the plane here. Everything is, you know, you got a zip tie, make everything yourself. But inside of here, you got your, this is your current sensor right here. It looks like a mess, but everything is fit tight inside this fuselage. This is a Turnigy 45 amp speed controller. And there's a bunch of cables inside here. And my battery that I'm running, this is a very big 4,000 milliamp Turnigy, and this is a 45 to 90C discharge, and just a 3-cell lithium pack. Also, we got carbon fiber rods inside the wings for bracing. You gotta have that. And you can see I built a little hatch door right here. It has Velcro holding it. So you pop it open, and everything in here, that's your control board for setting up your return to home conditions and everything like that, speed and everything. Inside of here, you see I have the blue box right here. That's the actual computer with the OSD, and that is the Tornado OSD. And it's mounted on some balsa on the side that keeps it level inside the fuselage. Alright, one more thing with this Mobius action cam. The internal battery, it's okay with a lot of people's reporting as far as how long it lasts when you flight, but sometimes you just don't want to take the chance of this camera right here dying on you. Then you lose all your nice full HD video footage. So what I'm going to do here is got a couple components already set up. This is a small lithium pack right here. It's 11 volts at 460 milliamps. What I'm going to do here is I got this USB plug that you normally charge the cable with, but this one you can buy off eBay. It's like a couple $. And one side of this USB cable is voltage coming out. So when you plug this in, you got audio and video, and you got voltage. I'm just using the voltage because I just need to keep the camera turned on. So I got this is a small 3 amp, 3 to 23 volt, and it puts out, you put in 12 volts, well, you can go in from 6 to 23 volts in, and it drops it down to either 5 volts or 6 volts. I need 5.1 volts, and it holds it at 3 amps. So you take this battery pack right here, you plug it in here, and I just need to make a custom cable plug for this end. That will plug right into here, and this will plug into the back of the action cam right here into the USB port, and you slip this small battery and all this stuff right here is very, very light into the back of the plane somewhere, so you can help balance out the load. And that should power this camera for a good amount of time compared to the internal battery that's inside of here. So that's another step I can do for that, just so I can make sure the video is always recording in high resolution from this cam. And this is the wide angle lens right here, the fisheye lens, so you get that wide view. Okay guys, about to show you the ground station. First we start off, I got the Turnigy 9X with Dragon Link, and everything is on right now. Everything's operational. I got 3-position switch program for when it switches up here. You got normal flight mode. In the middle is pilot assist, where you get your autopilot, and down when you flip the switch to the bottom, that's where you get your return to home. And I got this rotary knob right here that controls the tilt of the camera, and the rudder stick right here controls the pan of the camera. So this is my home built ground station right here that I designed, and it looks like a crazy mess of wires, but this thing works quite well. I'll show you how everything's set up. So inside of here, this is your little box that you look through to get your video as you're flying. Right now I got the plane just sitting outside in the front of the house right now, and it's already picked up some satellites. I got an auxiliary screen down here. This screen is what the DVR is showing, well, with the DVR signals from right here. And up top here, this is my miniature DVR, and it's actually recording. It's one of those ones that once you power it up, it starts recording automatically. You got a micro SD card slot right here. This is a 5.8 gigahertz 11 dBi patch antenna, and this is my 5.8 gigahertz receiver. And you see everything's operating right here. I got some battery packs velcroed on the back of this mount back here, and everything is, I designed all this and just put it all together just like some basic kind of cardboard material, and I wrapped it all in gaff tape. And back here in the back is all these wires back here. I mean, it looks a little confusing. I got voltage displays for different batteries and alarms, so if your voltage drops too low, you know, you better get ready to switch some battery packs or do something. And back here, this is a 11.1 volt lithium. This right here runs the DVR, and it runs the little flat LCD screen inside of here. And this is a 7.1 volt, actually 7.4 volt, I'm sorry. This is a smaller lithium pack right here that's running the receiver. This receiver can run from, I think it's like 5 to 20 volts, but the higher voltage made it get warmer, so I dropped it down to 7 volts, and it runs it's not that hot now when it runs. And it has a little LiPo alarm back here, letting you know each cell count and how much voltage with 7.98. There's another alarm over here for the 11 volt. So each cell altogether, all in total, it's like 12 volts right now. And all my cables back here all labeled and zip tied, so I know what's going on. Got custom battery connections right over here. And the video comes in from the receiver, comes down, hits this screen right here, the LCD screen, and it splits and goes into the DVR. Then the DVR has an output cable that comes down to this right here. This is for your confidence that you know that you're recording your footage from the small camera. Now inside of here, I'm already picking up some satellites. Can't really tell because you see in the corner right there the satellite signals. I already got like 3 satellites that's picked up outside. I'm facing the direction south right now, which is pretty much accurate. A little interference because I'm right next to this transmitter. Let me see if I move this patch antenna. Got the transmitter in my hand right here. If I move this, you'll see, if I rotate this knob right here, you see the camera start to move around. See, it's panning up and down. Now if I move the rudder stick, it should pan. It's going left and right. I'm just gonna see it right here in this monitor too. And up, down. That's basically how everything works, how everything's tied in together. So you got 2 screens. One is your main one that I will be looking at when you fly. When you fly out of sight, you have to rely on your video footage. And this screen down here is just showing that the DVR is recording. It's just a loop out video function. And still we got a little bit of interference just because antennas aren't pointed correctly. And this patch antenna is a directional antenna, so you need to have this pointed in the direction of your flight. So you can actually take your control right here and you can spin around if you know the direction. If not, just use omnidirectional if you're not flying that far away. But that just shows the ground stations that I designed and put all together. And this is just mounted on a tripod right here, a camera tripod. And the mess load of wires in the back and how everything's mounted and all put together. So I think I'm pretty much ready. Once I balance the plane, I will be ready to do some flight tests. Yeah, right here is my compass heading, direction. And you see right here, the 100 means that's the signal from my transmitter, which is this device right here. So I got 100% signal. And right here is my airspeed, which is 0 kilometers because it's not moving. And down here is 12.4 volts for the engine. I'm not pulling any amps right now, and no milliamps are in use. That little box right here is home direction. And that line right here, that's pointing to home, but I haven't set any home direction yet. I have not reset the distance to fly home yet, so that's just right there. It needs to be reset. And over here, this is the voltage for your video display, and everything's from one battery, so it's about the same voltage. And up here, that's your altitude, which is 0 meters. I just need to reset that. And this dotted line right here, that's your horizon. And over here, it's a satellite signal. You got your pitch angle with your gains and rolls and that kind of stuff right there. So the plane is tilted to the side a little bit. That's basically it. And I think you also can toggle your GPS coordinates on the screen too. And I have not set any of that up yet. But that's basically showing the ground station on how all this stuff operates. This is a basic little monitor I got off eBay. They run on like 12 volts and it runs for a lot of people using them. They work quite well. And it's just another monitor down here. So that's it for the ground station on how everything is set up. Just want to give you guys a little update what I've been working on.